All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today is a little bit different. I know I said yesterday that I was going to probably do like a montage of what I was doing during my day off, and it ended up turning into, today was really busy for me. I just really didn't feel like recording too much. But I thought there was a good part that I could document and talk about a little bit. And from yesterday's video, I had a really good squat session. And if you guys have been following my channel, at least for the past week, we had a rough squat session last week. And for me, I really wanted to just like do some homework, set myself up for success for a great squat session this week. And we executed very well yesterday. And there was a few very minor cues that I implemented into when I'm squatting that really made it successful. And not only for myself to document, but it could also help someone who's watching this video as well. Now, a big thing is they're very minor changes. It worked for me. I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, but this is what I found to help. And when I'm down the stretch and squats start to feel a little iffy on me, I know what I'm going to go back on, and it's this video to learn about some of the cues that I implemented when I was going through it. So obviously, I'm not going to do any full squats today. My legs are pretty sore. I also really do miss squatting on a power bar. So I'm really looking forward to what my squat actually is on a power bar, because just the feel of it is so much different than the Kabuki squat bar, which I'm using, and what my federation uses. So, typically when I'm in a deep off season, I'm excited to get back to the power bar and just get that feel again. But so the biggest thing that I noticed with my squat, especially, so for a while I was on tempo, like a tempo block. I was on high rep blocks, like very high volume, where I wasn't necessarily getting prescribed heavy singles, wasn't really feeling anything really above maybe 420 pounds. And so when I started to get above that 420 mark and get up to like the 440, 450, 460, last night 474, it was feeling heavy. And so what I had been focusing on so much from nationals was making sure I was hitting depth. So when you've got lighter weight on the bar and you're not really bracing super heavy, you tend to mainly just focus on hitting depth. So my big focus was sinking my squats, and I wasn't really focusing on too much of the tightness or building momentum in my squat. So when I got up to like 460 2 weeks or last week, I sank it down. I was coming up, and I felt like I just hit like just a massive hole, or like a wall in a sense. So I did my research. There are a couple people in the fitness industry that I really do look up to, and whenever they post videos about squat cues or anything like that, I very much so listen to them and trust what they have to say. And one of them is Joey Flex. You all might, if you're familiar with the powerlifting community, you know him for coaching like Russ, Sean Mills, Jesus Oliveras, Jonathan Keiko, just some really big names. And the biggest thing that he talks about is building momentum in your squat and making sure that you're utilizing that energy. Sorry, I'm going to put my phone down for a second. You're utilizing that energy for when you're getting down into the hole. So what that kind of looks like, I'll try to like talk it through. This is going to be so bad. I did not stretch. My legs are really sore from squats yesterday. So the biggest thing, he's talking about is, you stack your squat, and as you're going down, like I'm not hitting depth right now. For some people, it's feeling your hamstrings hit your calves and shooting straight up. It's maybe your belly hitting your quads, and just like when you have that like specific cue when you're in the hole and you have all that energy stored up and you utilize all of your momentum, it's a lot easier to explode out of the hole and finish the rep. And sometimes it just doesn't even feel like anything, or like you're really exerting too much energy, because like on your descent, you're building, and when that time comes to finally explode, like you've built up so much energy and momentum that the squat just explodes. So a big thing for me, what worked for me yesterday and what I took away from what Joey was talking about in his video was really feeling my hamstrings on my calves. So just like building that energy going down. Once I felt that the feel on it's so hard to describe when you feel your hamstrings hit your calves and you know you're locked in at depth, shooting right up, and it made 452 look like I could probably do it for 5 or 6 reps. It made 474 very manageable at a very manageable RPE yesterday. So that was one thing that I was super excited about. My second cue that I actually learned was I was watching one of Will Tennyson's videos, and he had done, this was like several months ago, he had done an SBD day with John Hack, who is probably one of the greatest I know everyone has their debates, but he's like probably one of the greatest powerlifters in the game and really to kind of ever do it. And the big thing that he was saying, and a cue that like I'm amazed that I didn't know about, was like squeezing your traps and squeezing your back muscles. For me, I don't really focus on that squeeze until I have the bar unracked and I'm like about to perform my rep and just making sure I'm nice and tight in my upper back. Now I'm not like big into, I can't really like explain what all that does for you. But for me, that was a cue that worked. And you know what? Moving forward, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to continue to keep using it. So, I know this was kind of it might have been a boring video. Hopefully, it was helpful for somebody out there. But again, I'm just kind of talking about takeaways that helped me. As I'm going along this journey of posting a video each day, I mentioned at the very beginning, a lot of this is meant for documenting purposes. But, if this can help somebody, like I'm all for it. But, for me, it was really making sure I rebounded, had a really good squat day yesterday. I did. And I'm just trying to be transparent with the homework that I did, the cues that I learned, and my takeaways and what we're going to continue to do moving forward. So that really wraps up today's video. Yeah, that's all I really got for you guys. But thank you all for tuning in. God bless. Do something great today. And something that I also picked up that I noticed a lot of YouTubers do that I really don't say. Shoot, I don't even know if I want to incorporate this. If you could do me a huge favor, like, comment, share, subscribe, and that'd be greatly appreciated. This channel is growing like crazy. Definitely excited about it. And I just appreciate everybody's support through it all. But yeah, this is the Bunker Gym. I didn't even introduce my gym. Who am I? This was when I lived in Tennessee. I kind of acquired a lot of equipment because no gyms were 24/7 down there, or at least where I was living. So I really had to create my own bunker. But I think a lot more lifts will soon come down here. It's very convenient to have this in the basement of your house. But if you'd like to see more videos in the Bunker Gym, please let me know. Definitely open to it. And like I said, as winter's approaching, this will definitely be utilized so much more. And I'm excited to get some lifts down here. So thank y'all again. I know I kind of already gave my outro and then got on a side tangent with my gym. But we'll see y'all tomorrow. We got secondary bench, upper accessories, and then heavy deadlifts on Friday. So we're going to rock and roll. Get some sleep tonight. Eat up. Hydrate. Let's get after it. God bless. Stay tuned. We'll see y'all tomorrow.